Hey, brother.
Hey guys, how's it going? You're playing this place.
You're
going
here. You're breaking that up.
How's it going, guys? Everything good? How's the cake?
Very good.
Good. Hey, 209 cake. Hey, how's it going?
Check. 1, 2.
Hey, how's it going?
Check. 1, 2.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How you doing out there? How's everybody? All right. Well, welcome to T-Bone's Hotspot, and we've been fortunate enough over the last several weeks, 6 or 7 to be exact. 6 or 7 to be exact. I'm on a roll already, baby. And I'm so fortunate, and we've had so much fun with the Mixed Flakes Comedy Workshop. Everybody started off as pure virgins, and all the cherries have been popped, and you will see the results. And you will see the results tonight. We are streaming this live to the internet, so if you would, if you want to get a link, you can go to Facebook and search for T-Bone's Hotspot, and there will be a link there that you can just hit, and you'll be able to see this live. You can send it to your friends and family in case you want them to see us here. That would be awesome as well. And without further ado, coming up first are our fearless leader, Steve and Jan.
All right.
Okay.
My name is Betty Blingenstein,
I'm Paul.
and we were married once, and now we're
Not.
You see, we met on Cougar.com. I was looking for a young stud.
And I was making fun of all the old chicks posting naked selfies of themselves in their dirty bathrooms.
And I found him.
And she's got really big tits. Oh, and a clean bathroom, right?
And it was perfect. At
First.
But you see, I have to have lots and lots of accessories. And other than him, I've been married 5 times to extremely wealthy men.
And I lost 5 jobs just this month alone. So, like, we thought we'd be perfect, right?
At first. But then he started leaving his bong water and his Ron John clothes and hemp bracelets all over my virgin mohair carpet.
She, like, opened her mouth and spoke. Like, what? And what's a virgin mo?
But I have to tell you, the sex was absolutely superb.
She's got really big, cold bone.
So we met on Cougar.com, like I said, and we had a few rendezvous.
And before you could, like, ride the tide in on, like, a perfect wave, we were married.
And it was wedded bliss.
At first. My band played at our wedding, and I even wrote our very own wedding song. It was called You Make Me Wanna
Yeah, yeah. You know, as much as I loved that wedding song, I really didn't think it was appropriate for our wedding.
What do you mean? With lyrics like, your guns are so huge, you make me want to spooge. Oh yeah. I mean, how could you go wrong with a song of love like that, right?
Exactly. How can you go wrong with a love song, a wedding song, that have lyrics with the word spooge in it? I was looking for something a tad more sophisticated.
Well, if you think about it, because of our like age difference and stuff, like our love really wasn't all that traditional, you know. I mean, women your age are like really hot, but like in the wrong places, you know.
Well, you used to tell me that I was hot all the time.
Well, yeah, because your thighs were always rubbing together.
You are such an immature baby that after our wedding toast, I had to burp him.
Oh yeah? Well, you're so old. You fart dust.
Oh, how juvenile.
Juvenile? Well, I gotta tell you, the mortician down the street, he's stalking you.
Oh, you baby. You know, when you're so young, you still urinate in your pants.
You're so old. So do you. Yeah.
Yeah, uh-huh. And I suppose you love my gray hair, too.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Gotta tell you, she gets a whole new meaning to 50 Shades of Grey.
No, I don't have a single gray hair on my head.
I'm not talking about your head. It's a Grey Goose jungle down there, bro, I gotta tell you.
Well, I never.
Oh, yes, you did. And I got video to prove it. And then I posted it on Gilf.com. Speaking of Gilfs, all your friends are like so plastic that when they die, they're gonna need to be recycled.
Well, you and your friends are so young and immature. He had his bachelor party at Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, that was awesome! I got to dive in them bouncy balls and scare a bunch of little kids, and then their moms came, and they started yelling and screaming, and then they kicked us out. It was just awesome. Yes.
That was not meant as a compliment, you imbecile.
You want a compliment?
Yes, I do.
You're so old that your skin tags are eligible for Social Security.
Well, at least they'll bring some money into the house.
Shit.
And other than that horrendous wedding song, what have you ever done for me?
Well, the other week I complimented you on those alligator shoes.
I was barefoot, you moron.
Well, when we were at the beach, I bought you that belly ring.
Big deal. The only time you can see it's when I sleep. And besides, the only reason that you bought me that is because I bought you that bib that said my little stud.
You know, I bought you that bumper sticker that says, what's in the bottle? What's on the bottle may be dusty, but what's inside is still all.
Oh, you are such a dolt.
Thanks. But being an adult's like a whole lot of responsibility, you know.
Dolt, you boob.
Just said boom.
Oh my God. Go put on that bib I bought you and go let somebody spoon feed you your baby.
Spoon feed? Well, at least I'll get fed. No one wants to feed you because they just want you to die.
Now you can see why we're no longer married.
So you want to go somewhere fun later or what?
Yes, Doug Muffin, I do. I'll go get us some sweets.
Sweets! Thank God she's gone. My God, man. Oh, I mean, ever since we got like divorced and stuff, she's been like stalking me. Can't seem to get rid of her. I mean, even here, you know, even come to a place close to the beach, and it's like she follows me wherever I go. And the only reason I'm here is because I met someone else, right? And she's still following me. She's like crippling my style, man. But like this girl, she like comes by here like every week. And so I kind of like been watching her, but I never had enough nerve to like actually go up and talk to her. So I figured since I was in a band and all, and be like really big and steady, I'd like sing her a song. You want to hear it? You want to hear it? Like this is, you know, I'm still working on the chords and stuff, but like I heard it's like a real classic number, and still sing. There were bells on the hill, but I never heard them ringing. No, I never heard them at all. Till there was you. There were birds in the sky, but I never saw them ringing. No, I never saw them at all. Till there was you. What do you guys think? I'm still kind of like working on the chorus. Is that all right? Is that okay? Yeah, like, you know, I figured that, you know, maybe if I sang that song to the girl, you know, I don't even know her name, and she's like so beautiful, that if I sang it, maybe like break the ice, and maybe she'll like want to go out with me, right? So I came to like T-Bone's Hotspot and did some research on the song because they have like really good Wi-Fi. It's like better than like the library and like the McDonald's and stuff. So I did a whole bunch of research on the song, and it's like this guy, he was called a Music Man, and they did a whole like musical about this guy that took place like way back when, like back in the Civil War times, like back in like 1960s and stuff. And it's like Sir Paul McCartney, and they had like this British invasion that came in, and they like blew everything up. And then his band, like the Bugs or something, like played this song on like their first album. And so I figured it was like a love song, and I had to sing it for her because like I gotta tell you, she is the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, her eyes are just sparkling, and her hair, and she wears these glasses that are like just awesome. And when you look into her eyes, you just go on forever. And then when she smiles, oh my God, her smile is just like awesome. And the way she handles herself, my God, she is just gorgeous. And her body, I just, I had to ask her out, I mean, if we actually get along, I gotta tell you, man, she might just be the one. I'm telling you, yeah. And every time I see her, it just makes me like want to burst into song. It's like, and there was music.
I couldn't help hearing what you were saying about me, honey.
About you? No.
Oh my God, I love that song. Keep on singing, or you can come by my place and I'll show you my puppies.
Puppies? You look more like hound dogs.
Oh, honey, keep singing.
No, okay. There were bells on a hill, but I never heard them ringing. No, I never heard them at all, 'cause there was you. Hey, wait, you pissed my butt, eh?
Oh, and a nice butt it was, too.
That's just not right.
Oh, keep singing, honey, keep singing.
And there was music and wonderful roses. They tell me in sweet, fragrant meadows of dawn. And you, there was love all around, but I never saw them singing. No, I can't seem to find her at all. Hey! You licked me!
Oh, honey, come on, please, keep on singing.
Oh my God! There she is! She thought you licked me! Now she's walking away, right?
Oh,
I'm
honey,
never
finish,
gonna see her.
finish the song, I'm almost there.
You almost... Till there was...
Where you going, honey? Where you going? Oh my gosh, they always get away. Hello, everybody. My name is Doris Schlockman, and I am married to a total moron. His name is Irving Schlockman. I looked up moron in the dictionary, and it said a person of arrested intellectual development whose mentality corresponds with that of a normal child 8 to 12 years of age. And I just thought that it meant asshole. I wrote this little poem about him. I hope you'll like it. He's drunk and snoring, always boring, picking at his toes. He's gained 50 pounds or more, and he doesn't think it shows. Lying on the couch at night with remote in hand, he tries to cover his bald spot with his one greasy scrape. He still plays softball at his old age, drinking with his buds. He belches when he kisses me. Now there's a real stud. Coffee on his brand new shirt, gravy on his tie. The stench from his dirty socks, they just make me want to die. Hacking over the garbage can and digging in his nose. You would think he's shooting free throws when he does his farmer blows. Out there hunting Bambi, he has quite a great big gun. I think it's a substitute for his tiny one. When I met this man, I thought he was my shining knight. The closest that he came to was a jester wearing tights. I've been with this total moron 40 years today. I would have been better off if I had just been gay. So 40 years today, yes, it's our anniversary. 40 years today, Irving Schlockman. He's such a moron. He follows me everywhere I go. I don't know where the hell he's at. I go in the bathroom in my favorite restaurant. I can't get away from the guy. I walk in there and I sit down and I write on the stall. Irving Schlockman's a moron. He follows me everywhere. Right underneath it says, I do not. I mean, he's a moron. So anyway, we have this sex therapist that I go to, Dr. Kroger. I love Dr. Kroger. So I tell Dr. Kroger, Dr. Kroger, look at me. You can see that I'm a very sensual woman.
Oh, there you are.
Oh,
Where the hell have you been?
I've been standing up here the whole time talking to these lovely people.
Oh, Jesus. You're not falling for this crap, are you? I've been married to this old hag for almost 40 years. Jesus.
Shut up, moron. I was talking to them about Dr. Kroger.
Oh, Dr. Provo, that's a real treat. Can you believe she took me to a sex therapist's office? And I gotta tell you, there's nothing wrong with Irving Schlockman's pork sausage.
Pork sausage. We're Jewish, you asshole.
We shouldn't have been there in the first place. It's your fat ass, that's the problem.
Well, I may have a fat ass, but at least I have small hands to make your dick look bigger.
Hey!
So, as I was saying before I so rudely interrupted, so anyway, Dr. Kroger says to me, well, Doris, he says, do you fix your hair? Do you wear makeup?
Yeah, she has cold cream on her face and killers in her hair. That's a nightly treat every guy should fantasize about.
Well, I shaved my chin hairs into a heart shape for you.
Oh, God, now that's a Kodak moment. The old heat-sinking moisture missile self-destructed on that one.
So, as I was saying, so Dr. Kroger says, no, Doris, fix your hair, put some makeup on. Now I'm afraid to ask. He says, do you have a sexy nightgown? And I told this doctor I'm very partial to my nightgown. I wear the same nightgown to bed every night of my life. No, Dr. Kroger, it's not sexy, but it's really low cut in the back. He says, Doris, I've got it. Fix your hair, fix your face. Take that nightgown you wear every night, turn it around. So now it's going to be low cut in front, and he's going to notice. So I followed his instructions. I did that, fixed my hair, turned the nightgown around. I stood in the doorway, and I said, Irving, do you notice anything different about me?
Yeah, I noticed. She had shit stains on the front of her nightgown. Good.
So I says to this moron, you know what? Why don't we go upstairs and fool
I
around?
told her to pick one. I don't think I can do both.
So anyway, so he goes out and he goes and buys me a new nightgown. $250 he pays for this nightgown. It was
Big spender.
Yeah. It was a sheer piece of nothing. I mean, Littleton. Irving, we don't even spend $250 on a couch. So I took it back and I put the money to good use. I went to bingo at Our Lady of Perpetual Incontinence.
That was a great present. Never again.
So anyway, like I said, go upstairs and fool around. So I'm figuring he comes upstairs and he's not going to know I don't have it on. It was so sheer. So I decided I'm going to climb in bed naked with the lights off. He's not going to know I'm not wearing that nightgown. So what happens? I go in bed, I'm naked, he comes in, starts feeling me around and around.
And around and around and around and around. And I jumped out of bed and said, God damn it, Doris, $250 for a nightgown, and you couldn't even iron the wrinkles out of it. Never again.
So he was so mad. He handed me 4D batteries and told me, here, go take these and put these in your little toy that I call Clark, and go screw yourself. D batteries. You know nothing about women and their toys. You put D batteries in a leaf blower. Yeah, so that, and then what happened?
Shit. She goes up and she says, I'm going to give you super sex. I told her, I'll take the soup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm spelting here, you drunkard. This man drinks so much that when he farts in bed at night, I get a buzz from it. Yeah, and one night he came home so drunk, he threw up all over the living room, his false teeth in a pile of puke, left and went to bed, and our dog got in it while we were sleeping.
Yeah, but the next morning, that dog had a beautiful smile, huh?
Oh, that's true. That's true.
That's right.
He never gets excited.
I do get excited from time to time.
Well, if I make my meatloaf.
Well, you make great meatloaf.
Well, that's true.
Oh.
Talk about a dud in the bedroom.
Hey, I'm standing right here.
I have to fake orgasms because he fakes foreplay. And I cannot blink during foreplay. Because there isn't time.
I can't believe you're saying this when I'm standing right next to you. You know, guys can fake an orgasm too.
Oh, yeah?
You want to know how?
With bated breath.
You spit on the back.
Oh, perfect. You know what? You need to get some Viagra.
Can I get it across the counter?
I don't know. Take 2 and we'll see.
Yeah. That shit don't work. The last time I took that, I couldn't roll out of bed. You know, I should get a lawyer and sue.
Don't bother, and it's not going to stand up in court.
Hey!
Mm-hmm.
How can we been, geez, we've been married for 40 years. You think that, I can't even,
Happy.
yeah, at first.
Mm-hmm. So anyway, we decided to rekindle our youth. Mm-hmm. He wants to lose weight, so I put him on a rowing machine, and it sank.
Yeah, when she wanted to get a facelift, I told her to take off her bra.
So we decided to get tattoos. Why don't you tell them where you got your tattoo, Irving?
Right there on my neck.
Mm-hmm. And why don't you tell them what it is, Irving?
A $100 bill.
A $100 bill tattooed on your schlockman. Who the hell does that?
That way you can stay at home and blow $100 instead of going out to bingo. Why don't you tell them where you got your tattoo, Doris?
On my upper inner thigh,
And what is it?
a conch shell,
And why?
so you could put your ear to it and smell the ocean.
Chanel number 5, that most definitely isn't. You know, this whole bat here, she got one tattoo and then she started getting more. She's like addicted to tattoos. Tell them about your other ones.
I did. I got my 2 favorite actors on each side. I got Robert Redford on one and Paul Newman on the other.
And she's got Willie Nelson there right in the middle.
Asshole.
What?
What an ass.
Why can't you be more like your sister Edna?
Oh, yeah. He loves my sister Edna. He sure does. She's a tall girl, you know. She's a prostitute. She's attractive, not as attractive as me, but I called her up the other day and I said, hey, Edna, how you doing, you workaholic? How much money did you make last night? She said $23.10. I said, Edna, you made $23.10. Who gave you 10 cents? She said, everybody.
What a woman! You know, I'm not saying she's easy, but that broad has been laid on more floors than linoleum. You know, I'm not saying that she's easy, but that broad has given more rides than Amtrak. You know, I'm not saying she's easy, but she's made more married men than Robin Hood.
Are you finished?
Yeah, I guess.
You moron. What's the matter with men? I'm telling you, ladies. You know what I'm talking about? Men are morons. Give me a hell yeah. Hell yeah! Morons. And what in the bedroom? What's this leg over the shoulder thing? I can barely lift my leg to put on my girdle. This reminds me of a song. Men, what's the matter with these men today? Men, they never listen to a word we say. Men, they are disobedient, disrespectful hoes. Noisy, crazy, sloppy, lazy, loafers. And while we're on the subject, men, talk and talk to your faces. They never listen. Men, they do just what they want to do. Oh, why can't they be like we are, perfect in every way? What's the matter with men today?
Oh yeah? Get back, Marcelo. Frauds, what's wrong with all of these frauds today? Frauds, you can't make them happy in any way. Frauds, they are superficial, silly, sappy dolls. Noisy, crazy, bitchy, lazy divas. While we're on the subject, frauds, no one knows what you could be. Frauds, yes, they even God sit down when they pee. Why can't you be like we are, perfect in every way? What's the matter with frauds today?
Men, yes, we want to be your sex boy.
Liar!
Men, but all you want is your sex playboy.
It don't look like that.
Men, it's one to appreciate how we sacrifice. Working, slaving, stripping, saving pennies, and living with your water. Men, you don't know the losses we've had to bear. My waistline, men, like the disappearance of your hair. Oh, go on and kill us, 'cause that's what it's coming to. online too.
Whatever. Bronze on the nagging, you're such a pest. David, you never shut up. Bronze, have you ever noticed you're sagging?
That's not the only thing that's sad.
Bronze, take it you once, appreciate how we slave so on. Working, sweating, cheating, betting, and hookers. Now there's the perfect woman, Bronze. No one knows the woman I could have had. I don't mean your sister. Bronze, I may be bad, but I'm not that bad. Go on, divorce us if that's what it's coming to. Why be married to a broad like you?
Why can't it be like we are, perfect in every way?
What's the matter with broads?
What's the matter with men?
There's nothing the matter with us today. Oi! You know, guys, you've been listening to us complain about our whole life stories and stuff, but I gotta tell you, tonight, 40 years we've been married. And Doris, I gotta tell you, I love you, baby, so I got you a birthday present. Why don't you open that up and check it out for yourself, my darling?
Irving, a new bingo bag. I love it. Look
Yes.
at that. And what's in here? It's the dildo I always wanted.
That's it, baby.
Oh.
No double G batteries on that one. You plug that one right into the wall, it's 250 gigawatts right up the kazoo.
Oh, Irving, I love you, Irving.
I love you too, Doris. Want to go home and play Connect the Liver Spots?
Yeah, I'll make my meatloaf.
Oh, I love your meatloaf. And remember, guys, don't let your meat loaf.
Good night, everybody.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. That's a new bit we've been working on. I'm Stephen Grabo, that was Janet Day, and we have the Misplaced Comedy Group, and we are, well, the past 6 weeks we've been holding a workshop here where people can come up and learn more about stand-up sketch comedy. I mainly dealt with sketch. She was in Second City for a while, so with our backgrounds in comedy and theater, we thought we could help out people who want to learn. So, so we were holding these workshops for a while, and you can check us out anytime online at misplacedcomedygroup.com. And we have 11 CDs out, and we're working on our greatest hits right now. And again, welcome to T-Bone's Hot Spot. This is a great place. It is the best coffee around, so drink up big time because that stuff gets you flying and you're bouncing off the walls. Like I'm bouncing off the walls right now. I'm telling you guys that. But we've been working on different things here to get things set up. What you're going to see tonight, you're not going to just see sketch comedy like the new bit that Jan and I have been working out. You're going to see other sketches. You're going to see stand-up, and these are people. Some of them have never performed in front of a live audience before ever. So hopefully tonight will run smooth. And if you think it's a joke, it probably is. So just laugh. and what we're going to do right here and right now is an old sketch that we wrote a while back. What we're going to do right here is a sketch called Harsh Reality. And try it out with everybody here. And
How was your day, sweetheart?
Oh, not so good. Today on the playground, Bobby told me there was no Santa Claus.
Oh, you poor thing.
Well, Susie, you need to know that there is no Santa Claus. It's been Mom and I giving you gifts all these years.
I don't know what to say.
Well, you could start with a thank you.
Well, what about the Easter Bunny?
Fake.
What about Mickey Mouse?
Fake.
The Great Pumpkin?
Fake.
SpongeBob?
is, Nate.
What about all those dinosaurs?
Oh, they're fake.
Well, how come there's all them fossils?
Hell fake.
Oh, this is the worst day ever. I'm going over to Christina's house.
Well, actually, Susie, Christine and her family, well, they moved to California. And we were going to tell you, but we didn't want to upset you.
Well, then I'll just go send her an email.
Well, actually, Susie, Christina and her family were on a plane that crashed, and they were the only ones that didn't survive. And the worst thing is, they came and took our computer today, because it seems that your mom here is what we call a compulsive spender.
Well, then I'll just go and play with my pony.
Well, Susie, I hate to tell you this, but Strider's gone too. But we saved his ashes. Well, sort of.
Oh, no! I don't know how this day could possibly get any worse.
Actually, Susie, it could, because your mother and I decided we're going to get a divorce today.
And if there's one thing we actually agree on, is that it's your fault.
Oh, no. I'm so sorry. Timmy, aren't you going to say anything?
Susie, leave your brother alone. We just found out that your brother is a leper.
Timmy. Ew. Timmy's all fell off.
Now, Susie, we don't judge in this family. Just go to your room.
But
You heard your father. Go to your... Oh, wait, I just remember. We rented your room to some Haitian refugees. Boy, do they make the best flowers.
well, where am I supposed to sleep?
Me, that's all you think about. They're freaking refugees.
I don't know what to do.
Well,
Where's Pony?
no.
Yeah. Go and play with your pony.
But that's Pace.
Well, actually, Susie, it's Blue. Why don't you go and put your brother's arm back on? Oh, it's not just too much to ask.
Oh, okay. Come on, Timmy. Ew, he did it again. Hey, something good did happen today. I lost my tooth. I know. I'll go put it under my pillow for the tooth fairy.
Hey.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it's Zombies Part 1.
Hey, Rooney, what's up?
Hey.
You going to work today?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Did you pay the cable bill?
No.
No. You gotta pay that cable bill, man. We're gonna get shut off again. It's always on your time of the month. What are you doing?
Watch the zombies.
Watching the zombies?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, zombies. Are they out front?
No.
Good, because I gotta go to work. And you should too. And don't forget to pay that cable bill.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Zombies Part 2.
Hey, you still here?
Yeah.
Did you go to work?
No.
No. Did you pay the cable bill?
No.
Dude, seriously. We're gonna get shut off. And I want True Blood's coming on next month. I need to find out what happens to so. What are you doing?
Watching the zombies. What do you mean, True Blood?
Still?
Yeah.
Wow. What's that one doing?
Oh. He's walking around in a circle all day.
All day?
You see that one right there?
Yeah.
He ripped his pants climbing over the fence.
Okay.
And that one right there?
Seriously, you need to get a girlfriend. And pay that cable bill.
All right. Yeah. Pay it.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Zombies Part 3.
Oh, what a good zombie you are. You like you're in your new home? You're such a good zombie. Would Mr. Zombie like Doritos? Hey, how about we go outside and play? Come on. Come on outside. Come on.
What are you doing? Is that a zombie?
Can you keep him?
Dude, no! We're not even allowed to have pets. What do you think our landlord's gonna do when we see we got a zombie?
Please?
No! God. Did you pay the cable bill? Dude, seriously, you need to start owning up to some responsibilities. Are those my Doritos? Dude, seriously? I don't go to the store to buy food so you go out and feed the zombies. Now, come on, man. Jeez, help me pick this up. Now get rid of the zombie and pay that damn cable bill. My Doritos. Jeez, seriously.
Come on, Mr. Zombie. Gotta go. Can't stay and play for very long. Come on.
Did he just bite you? Great, now I'm gonna have to shoot you. And now the cable bill's never gonna get paid. Come on. You're good. No.
Doritos.
That's
Dorito. You got it?
Hello? Nope.
Right, turn it on.
Yeah.
Push the button.
He's got it. Hello? Testing, here we are. Okay, guys, I want you to put your hands together for Gina Lowe.
Thanks, Jan. How's everybody doing? Everybody having a good time so far? Yay. Well, you know, like Jan and Steve were saying, we're kind of new at this, so you know, I don't want no hecklers out here in the crowd tonight. Okay? You gotta be nice to me. Now, let me just give you a little bit about my background. One of them is my accent. Let's clear that up right now because most of my comedy is going to center around some of that. My accent is not from anywhere here in these United States of America. Now, most people say, are you from Boston? Nah. Are you from New York? Nah. Are you from Jersey? Nah. Keep going south, keep going south. I'm from Nassau, Bahamas, way clean out of the country. So we cleared that up. Let me tell you, when I moved to the States, the first time I moved to the States, I was 14. I went to this private school. And, you know, when they found out that I was from the Bahamas, they were like, well, don't you guys wear, like, grass skirts? And I'm like, man, I mean, I know it's primitive and everything. Yeah, we wear grass skirts, all right. I had to wear this ugly polyester uniform you people make me put on. I got some home hanging in the closet, and I got a few of them out being mowed as we speak. So let's see to shut them up for a minute. Now, the other thing about my culture is my mom. Tell you a little bit about my mom. My mom cannot say big words to save her life. She just cannot pronunciate big words. Case in point. Well, that's another thing because she'll say point in case. She doesn't get those things straight either. But one day she's sitting there, I'm sitting there on the couch with her, and she says, you know, I need to start taking some of that, what do they call that again? You know, when you get colds and you feel like you're getting sick. I can't remember the name of it. Euthanasia? I'm like, I don't think that's kind of what you're looking for, but because that's connected with Dr. Kowalski, and that's more of a permanent situation. So could it be maybe you thinking about echinacea? And she says, oh, that's what it is, hey? I'm like, yeah. So write that one down. Next one was, she wanted to know about my cousin. She was a lawyer in practice, and she needed some help in her law firm. And she's like, you know, boy, it would be really good if Candy could hire herself, you all ready? A paraplegic. I said, excuse me? She said, yeah, she needs a paraplegic to help her out. She's got too much work. I said, well, I don't know if a paraplegic, no disrespect to paraplegics, but I kind of think that might not work out so good now. I could see maybe where paralegal could help her out, but that could just be me. That's another one. Another one of my favorite, my mom can't pronounce it, gets her words mixed up, was, oh, this is a good one. We're driving down the road one day, and she's looking at my face. She says, I don't understand why your face is so porpoise. Porpoise? Aren't those the little things that swim in the water? I don't think that's what's wrong with my face, Mommy. I think maybe it could be porous, but porpoise, no. So I've been a practical joke and love to tease all my life. And I love to imitate people. What I'm going to do for you right now is, this isn't from Nassau, Bahamas. This is from one of the Yard Islands. And one year, my brother and I went to visit. They had a family home in Treasury, Abaco. We used to go there every year. So normally it was my whole family, but this particular year it was just my brother and I. And we decided that we wanted to go fishing one day. Now fishing, you know, from Bahamas, hey man, fishing is what we do, besides some other unsightly things that people make mention of here. But that was one of them. So we go down to this lady's house. Her name is Miss Louise. Her husband, charter boats fisherman. His name is Captain Bobby. So we figured if anybody on the island could give us, you know, a good fishing spot, it'd be these two characters. Well, my brother and I, we proceeded to go down there. And if you think my accent is funny, try to get around a group of Abaconians, you need an interpreter. Trust me. They speak English, but they don't get H's. They don't know how to say H's. They say house, house. Okay? So here's a little story about my little fishing story with Miss Louise. So we get there, and you know, she comes to the door. We get there, and knock, knock, knock. She comes. She says, "Oh, that's you, John." She said, "Come on in, come on in. Come on, have a seat." So we go, we sit down. Miss Louise sits down, and she gets us up. She got on one of them frocks, what they call frocks, and she sits herself down and pushes her dress in between her legs, and proceeds to watch a TV set that's nothing but snow. Just pure snow. She says, child, let me interpret for you. Child, you can't see the picture too good, but I could hear it. You watch the stories? And I'm like, no, not really. What we really came here for was we want to go fishing, and we want to know where the best spot on this island is to go fishing. You have any idea where that could be, Miss Louise? She sits there and she thinks for a minute. She says, Charles, let me tell you what you do. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to go out this door here, and you're going to go that way. Everybody got it, right? You're gonna go that way. So I'm taking mental notes now, all right? I said, no, but we want a really good fishing spot. I mean, we want to catch fish to last us till we go back to Nassau. She says, okay, well, like I said. And then she says, well, what you're going to do, you're going to keep going down the road and you're going to come to a place where there's 3 clumps of houses. That's 3 clumps of houses. That ain't where it is. You're going to pass them 3 clumps of houses and you're going to come to a big red drum on the side of the road. A big red drum. Well, you pass the 3 clumps of houses, you pass the big red drum, and you turn right there, Chavo. And you're going to come to a place where there's a Heaven Road, Johnson or Merck, one of them kind of motors, I don't know. I'm thinking Johnson & Johnson, that's sort of product based. Anyway, I'm with you, I'm following you. She says, Chavo, what you gonna do? You gonna drop your line right there where you see them boats on the dry dock. Boats on the dry dock. And you're gonna catch all the fish you ever wanna catch. She says, but to tell you the truth, now we're about 45 minutes into this story, people, okay? I'm already lost from when you went that way, but anyway, she says, you could walk right outside here of my door, and the canal right here, you could drop your line in and catch all the fish you want. I look at my brother, he looks at me, and we're like, we sat here for 45 minutes, get directions, and we could have just walked out the front door to catch all the fish we want. So my advice to y'all, if you go down to the Bahamas, try to cook up with a Bahamian who knows how to interpret what that particular Bahamian is trying to say to you. And don't ask them where you go to catch the best fish on the island. That would be it for me. Thank you, folks.
We're going to take a short break, 10 minutes or so, if you want to get some coffee, some awesome frappuccinos, sandwiches, whatever, and then we've got some great comedy coming up, some great sketches. So stick around 10, 15 minutes, okay? Thanks.
Coffee. Good stuff. I'm leaving one good snack.
You guys can. I trust the two. I got it.
I'm just kidding.
It's just a mess. Well, yeah, right in the very back.
He's done for all his career. Have a real job there.
But it's not a lasting one, it's like hot and gone.
Okay, right.
If you're a musician, at least there's 100 spots. Here, you're here, you got less than 30, that's it. And you got 4 shows. Are you done? You've been at Lester's then, right?
No.
Well, I guess after your season. Usually, I think he just tries everything out in like 5 minutes or over and everything.
I did like no hole in one place. I did one.
He's the only game in town.
Well, yeah,
You're gonna start coming here on Thursday.
yeah, probably, yeah. But she ain't gonna come to see the show.
Well, after tonight, I guess, check whatever we did.
Right, yeah. The universe ate great. Congratulations. You ever do it again? Do it again.
I would love to go on. Actually, I agree virtually, but no, I haven't heard.
My agent recommended an agent. If you can't get your house, sure, maybe, agents are, they could have.
Well, I did that.
That's Bella.
Yeah, he's very good.
At the moment.
He's so enthusiastic. I just, yeah, but I only did it, I only do it. One piece. That's yeah, go
Yeah, I don't know. I actually I'm seeing it from American Pie. Oh my God.
function movies, Brooklyn, the year, all that, and he helped me write it. He's pushing for really great. Anyway, and then he said no television, so that it's a shame. It's a great script. Yeah.
I had one day go.
What did you have? Because I had mine all copyrighted, and they still.
So you like what you made it now?
You know, the thing is, I'm pilot right now.
Every weekend. Every thing I noticed.
I didn't notice it. Damn, Bill, I'm gonna wake up.
Yes, yes.
You know what I really enjoy is my
Outstanding, and they wanted to send me the Here's like, I can put my phone number on there. That's my email.
That'll keep cool around. That's what they call a meal.
No, but I
Then again, Kathy doesn't pick you guys up, right? Yeah. But if I had to take one of them now, I'd be up to
yeah.
I've been trying to cut it. Yeah, those are good. I did break down that one here. He's back now, he's got a hell of one.
You have lost your glasses?
Yeah,
I lose it every something every week here.
actually, I put candles on.
Yeah, like Paige and call or something.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm one.
Yeah, I have one, but I have to speak.
Okay, we're gonna get started in a few minutes, folks. Tropical brush green tea. It's pretty good.
Smile every week. Sounds funny, right? Better here than
Oh, cool.
I'm over here in the mini Olympics.
Oh, man.
NBC, yeah.
See how people over there coffee in the morning?
Oh, yeah, you can
Oh, man.
It's my wall, that's what I.
I would get the mustard.
I will say in the morning, it's not early. I need my regular, just Lipton tea, regular. Whatever. And maybe after that.
I had to give him a coffee pot that specifically doesn't trick into the I don't think so.
But, whatever, everybody does something different. But, I dreamed of years and years and years.
And then I drink it.
I love mine. And I think it was mine.
We used to do that, but I'm there's so much sugar and stuff. My water. Very, very bad water. We just get it. I think about yeah, do that, but
Yeah, I do my own, so I was waiting to do my own, my fridge, yeah,
I am the.
I love it.
he drinks orange juice and I have less ice.
He's like, really? I don't get the look.
Should we go anything? I got coffee. Supposedly the best food there.
Best coffee in the
It's the best coffee in the spot. That's what I'm talking about. You won't get a better coffee than out here.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get started. Okay.
Well, we can do that right now.
Yes, I'll let you know the name of the lady she got the number.
Yeah,
Okay, everybody, welcome back. This is Roving Reporter.
This is your roving reporter on location today on the planet Mars. We are about to witness history as the first man in our solar system will be successfully landing on another planet in our solar system. We will see the hand of God today, as this will be one of many, many firsts in our history as humankind. We are awaiting John Stern, as he is NASA's most experienced and most wonderful pilot. He has been a hero to the USA for many, many years now. As we await his arrival, oh my God, here he comes, down he comes. We are witnessing history today. God is certainly with us. I wish I were here. Words cannot say, but it's my job, so I'm going to do it anyways. Here he comes. Captain John Stern.
May these next few steps unite the planet and bring peace to the universe and humanity's search for the wonders of the. Yes.
Hi, I'm the MCG roving reporter on location today, witnessing your historical event. I'm sure the rest of America is wondering, were there any difficulties on your incoming flight?
No, it was, I had a few problems with my transmissions, being that I was in the dark, deep recesses of space. A lot of my transmitters froze. And so I had to use an old school engineering technique where I use urine to unfreeze the element.
So you peed on the controls?
No, I actually put the urine in a bag and gently placed it on the. Say, if I'm the first man on the planet Mars, how'd you get here?
Oh, I took one of the Galaxy capsules on the way here. Very smooth ride, quite nice. It was about 2.5 hours, but I had an in-movie flight. So
you did say we were broadcasting live, right?
Why? Yes, I did.
Hi, Mom. How you doing? I did it. Now I can tell Uncle Charlie I told you so.
Right.
Now, it was an exhilarating feeling traveling through space. I traveled about 90 million miles through the dark, dark recesses, and that's how I got here. Did you see that we were broadcasting live?
Well, not exactly. There's about a 7.5-minute delay once a signal ping pongs off a couple of satellites, you know how.
I see. Wow. Wow, look at that cliff over there. Isn't that awesome?
Oh, hey, you're quite a sight. Ah!
May these next few steps unite the planet and bring unity to the universe and humanity's quest for it to explore the vast unknown.
Looks like one of those sperm people. Okay, now we have a little treat for you. It's Molly Morgan. Hello. This is a story of Brenda Seller. Brenda Seller lived in a kitty cottage with her lovely other and 2 sad blisters. Now in that same car and fun tree, there lived a Prince and Hints. The Prince and Hints decided to give a fancy ball, and he invited people Mum Friles around. Brenda Seller wanted to go to the fancy ball, but all she had to wear was a bunch of gritty old dags. So she sat down and sighed. She was sighing and sighing when before her very eyes appeared her Gary Mudfather. The Gary Mudfather felt sorry for Brenda Seller, so she gave her a dutiful best and bid her home at the Mocha Stridnight. Well, Brenda Seller went to the fancy ball, and she fell in love with the Prince and Hints. They manced and manced till midnight, and when the struck cluck 12, Brenda Seller scanned down the rares and slopped her dripper. But the Prince and Hints found the slop dripper, and he searched the entire car and country for the beautiful girl who slopped her dripper. Finally, he came to the kitty cottage where Brenda Seller lived with her muddly other and 2 sad blisters. Tried the slop dripper on the muddly other, didn't dip. Tried the slop dripper on the 2 sad blisters, didn't dip. Finally, he tried the slop dripper on Brenda Seller, and it did. And they were married and lived happily ever after. So the story of the Maury is, if you go to a fancy ball and lull in love with the Prince and Hints, don't forget to slop your dripper.
Okay, this is audience participation time. Does everyone know the McDonald's theme song? Do-do-do-do-do. You know it? You know it? Come on, everybody knows that. Okay, on the count of 3, I want to hear everybody singing out loud. You ready? On 1, 2, 3. Do-do-do-do-do. All right, this is McSketch, everybody. Come on up here.
Hello. Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order?
Let me get a Big Mac.
Big Mac. Here are some big fries with that?
Yeah.
McLarge?
Yeah, sure.
How about a big shake?
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay. Vanilla, big chocolate, or big strawberry?
Chocolate.
Okay, that's a Big Mac, a large McFry, and a chocolate McShake. While you're waiting, perhaps you'd be interested in joining our McBook of the McMonth Club.
The what?
The McBook of the McMonth Club. The McBook featured this McMonth is Macbeth by William McShakespeare.
No, thank you.
Well, perhaps you'd be interested in joining our McVideo Club. We have great classic television hits like with Rock Hudson. Oh, Rock Hudson. And McMillan and Wife. And Dennis Weaver. In McCloud. And the kids with the Mickey Mouse Club.
Listen, I'm in a hurry. Can I just get my food, please?
Just another McDinner, sir. While you're waiting, perhaps you'd be interested in joining our McMusic Club. We have great classic rock hits from artists like Mick Jagger and Mick Fleetwood.
Can I just get my McFood so I can pay my McCheck and get that McFuck out of here?
That'll be 7:36, sir. Perhaps you'd be interested in applying for the new McMastercard.
Sure. Give me the MasterCard.
Really?
Yes, really.
Holy McShit, fellas! We got one!
Okay, everybody, I'd like to welcome to the stage my good friend Eric Dunn.
Yeah! How about the performers before me, huh? Kind of hard to imagine a bald guy with a blonde wig, but I guess you saw it. Anyways, my name is Eric Dunn. I found a cookie in my shoe today. They call that the joys of fatherhood. I don't know who they are. Find those fuckers one day. Staying at home dad, that's fun. Just recently acquired a cable box at Kmart. I can't afford cable. And the joys of that is it'll just switch channels in on you in mid stride. So the other day I put the baby down for a nap. I'm watching Scarface in English. It goes fuzzy, and the next thing you know, I'm watching an Arnold Schwarzenegger movie on Telemundo. What do you think that does to me? Makes my mind go kind of nuts, so I just decided to combine the two. I thought Arnold Schwarzenegger buying a kilo of cocaine, Scarface, Mr. Tony Montana himself, and I'll act this out. Can't sit. I hear, "Hi, I would like to buy some drugs from you today." Oh, that's okay, man. What you got? What you got? I don't know the prices here in America. Most of the time I do it in Austria, and that's very, very cheap. And it's not so cheap here, man. It's not so cheap, man. You want to step outside, come back in, play again? I don't know where you're from. What difference where I'm from? Oh, I'm from Austria. This is horrible.
Wow. Being a father's fine. You know, it's when I have a 2-year-old and they're great. They're wonderful. They're horrible. I wake her up, I get her out of the crib, and I put her down, and you know those little mechanical cars you get out of the cereal box, pull it back, and you let it go into a valley of death because this child has 2 legs and a brain. Car goes straight into the wall most of the time, and so does she. That's great. Kind of puts me in a difficult place. I also work in a restaurant. That's fun. I get the dumbest questions working at a restaurant. I bartended for a little while. And I got the guy who comes in, sits down in front of me, and I have the taps directly behind me, and he looks me directly in the face and says, "What do you have on draft?" Well, let me take inventory here, because you're fucking blind. Start with this one here. It's 1.5 feet tall. Big blue letters on it. We'll call that one Bud Light. And I go through the whole list. There's 24 beers on draft. They're from Germany, England, and Ireland. And I go through the whole backstory. He looks me directly in the face and says, "I'll have a Bud Light." Thanks, buddy. Awfully nice of you to stop in today. Now I'm a server, full-time, and we have a menu that's very descriptive. If you can't read, don't go into a restaurant. There's a salad on the menu. It is called the mozzarella and tomato salad. I had a lady look me directly in the face and go, "Is that the one with the tomatoes and the cheese?" Wish I were lying about that, but I couldn't tell it on stage if it would. I had another lady ask me, she goes, "So you have an 8-ounce filet on the menu?" I said, "Yes. Yes, we do." "How big is it?" I look around for the cameras, can't find them. I said, I don't know. It's probably somewhere between 7 and 9 ounces. That's all I can say. I had another lady. We have another item on the menu. It's called the brisket quesadilla. She orders it, not asking any questions first. I drop it off. I come back, and I said, "How is everything?" She goes, "You didn't tell me there was meat in this?" Once again, I look around for the cameras. Can't find them. I said, "Ma'am, we're out of a vegetarian brisket this evening." So I bring her back a menu and put myself farther and farther in busy mode. And they're on that specials list, we had a sesame seared tuna with wasabi mashed potatoes and carrots. It's served rare. I said this to the woman 5 times before she ordered it. I bring it back to the table. I walk away. I come back 2 minutes later. "How's that?" "I don't mean to complain, but this is cold." Hard for a man of my intelligence to take that sort of torture. Hell, the government's at it again. They lost a 747. I said they lost a 747. It's as big as this block, and they lost it like a set of car keys. They could find me speeding at 37 miles an hour in a 35-mile-an-hour zone, but they lose a 747 with a seating capacity of over 200. Still don't have any idea where it is. I found T-Bone's cousin Pookie the other night. Can't find an airplane. Notice I don't have a joke for this. This is real shit, ladies and gentlemen. I'm an extra Jehovah's Witness. I'll let that sink in. Got a lot of issues from it. Drink heavily now. Talk to myself a lot. It's kind of disturbing even to me how much I talk to myself. I do it in public. Doesn't help that I smoke a joint before I go into public. So I'm walking up. Thank you. This guy. walking down the street towards the grocery store, and I'm literally, and I don't realize it until somebody says something, I'm literally, somebody called me out on it one time. You're walking back and go, who the fuck are you talking to, man? Well, it's not you, it doesn't concern you, keep walking. A lot like the guys. Ooh, I love the guys who walk around with the Bluetooth in their ear. I had a friend used to walk around with Bluetooth in his ear all the time. Never got any phone calls. I decided to mess with him a little bit. We're at a bar one night, early afternoon, whatever, and I had enough. He's walking around with this big tumor-looking thing coming out of his fucking ear. So I decided to borrow somebody's cell phone and walk in the back of the bar, and I pressed star 67 and dialed his number. And he looked surprised that he was even getting a phone call. So I called it, and I'm watching him from the bar, and he's sitting there just getting ready to take a sip. Hello? Hello? Mr. Sanchez? Yeah? This is Dr. Anderson. The test results are in. I said, I hope you're sitting down. And he didn't sit down. He jumped up from the bar and started pacing around the bar and making himself look like an idiot. I said, oh, by the way, my thanks. He didn't find that all that funny, just like you guys did. Gotta throw that one out the door. However, I do like to play a few pranks on people, and I had to whittle it down to a couple of my favorites. My first favorite one, you guys know Snap Pops, throw on the ground. When I phone somebody, put them underneath their toilet seat. Imagine it, come on. They sit down. I hope you have sturdy ceilings. The next favorite one. You have 2 flashlights handy. And you only can do this if you're in a long relationship without a murderous partner, because you'll need it. You wait till they're asleep, and I mean asleep. I mean really asleep. Like a drool is a good hint. You stand over them, turn both flashlights on, and go, look out for the car! You laugh now, but you will have to change those sheets. They see headlights when they wake up. And I said, 2-year-old, she's something else, man. And, you know, I've had to take things away from grown adults. Trying to take something away from a 2-year-old proves more difficult. I'm a grown adult. I'm 29 years old. Trying to take something away from a 2-year-old, you better have your cardio in, or you got about 15 minutes. Try to grab something from her that she's not supposed to have, the hand starts flailing. Mine! Mine! It's mine! She thinks it's her. Mine! Mine! And I look like an idiot trying to roll around for it. I fell on top of my face a few times, tripped myself up. Yeah. Being, you know, the restaurant industry is fun because a lot of times I'm like the only guy who works in the front of the house, and the girls start viewing me as one of the other girls, so they start talking about guys who are walking in. There's a certain bartender that works at my place, and when he first started, I get this. I'm trying to get some drinks together, I get this. What? Did you see the bulge in his pants? Not yet. Now I have to look. I avoided it for the longest time, and I'm bending down on the service station trying to get some napkins, and all of a sudden that thing just appears right here. And I look to the left, and I feel like I just came face to face with a pit bull. That thing looks like it's going to bite me. I'm thinking, God, I hope that thing catches shots. And he knows I'm fixated on it now. I just keep looking over, so he just kind of shakes it in front of me. Scares the shit out of me. I spilled 3 glasses of water. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have for you this evening. Thanks for coming on this Place Comedy Group, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's the fake kiss-off.
Oh, hey, sorry I'm late. Traffic was there.
Oh, that's okay, I understand.
That was weird.
Yeah.
Especially after last night.
I know, you'd think after last night we'd know each other a little better.
Yeah. Well, actually, no, we really don't know each other at all. I mean, stuff you don't find out about a person after one night.
Yeah, lots of stuff.
Yeah.
I have to
Something
tell you
to tell.
something. There you go.
No. Go, Mike, please.
Well,
Seriously. You go ahead.
let me see. First of all, no matter what I say, I want you to know that last night was really special. I mean, it was really great. But it can never happen again.
Huh?
Don't stop me. I mean, I started. This is very difficult, so let me finish.
Yeah, sure.
It can never happen again. Because, okay, here it comes. I'm a nun. Okay, there, I said it. I'm a nun.
A nun. That's great. That's a good joke.
No, it's no joke. I'm a nun. I'm a real live nun. Last night was a real fall, a real disappointment. I am so sorry.
You're sorry? What do you mean you're a nun? Aren't you supposed to wear some sort of special outfit? And I don't mean that black teddy you had on last night.
Well, that's true, but I've been on sort of a sabbatical. I mean, I had a crisis of faith, and Mother Superior said that she thought it was a good idea for me to take some time off and sort of live life for a while, which I did, and now I realize I need my faith, and so it's time for me to go back.
It's time to go back. You made love to me, and now it's time to go back. Well, that's great for the old ego.
Don't take it so personally.
How else am I supposed to take it? I mean, what do you know? There's no way you can be a nun. A nun could have never done that thing you did with your legs. I mean, you absolutely cannot be a nun. Because if you're a nun, that means that I did it with a nun! Oh my God!
Stop it, you're getting hysterical.
Sir, is everything okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah, fine.
It's just that I heard you screaming.
No, I'm fine. Fine.
Okay, you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Stop looking at me like I'm scum or something, like I'm dirt, like I did it with a nun.
Sir?
Oh, man.
Maybe you should give us a minute.
Oh,
He's gonna
God.
Just a minute. Geez, David, if I'd known you were going to react like this, I never would have even told you.
Well, when would I have found out? Judgment Day? When St. Peter took me before the Lord and said, "Here he is, Lord, the nun screwer you've been waiting for."
We'd like to let you into heaven, David, but 40 years ago, you did it with a nun.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
Don't even say that. Don't even mention heaven to me. I have no chance for heaven now, you brazen nun.
Geez, you seemed like such a cool guy last night.
Well, last night I wasn't the #1 original sinner of all time. Don't you see? This is the whole afterlife on the line here.
No, it's not. The church has absolution.
Oh, well, that's what I'll do. I'll go to confession. Bless me, Father, for I have done it with a nun. That's it. That's it. That's what I'll do. I'll start going back to church. I'll live the whole Mother Teresa life for a while. I'll start going back to communion. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do the whole wine and wafers routine.
So that's wine and wafers?
What?
Wine and wafers. You ordered wine and wafers.
Listen, I don't know what you heard, but if a man does it with a nun, and he doesn't know she's a nun, it may not be any worse than any other sin, got it?
I'm not Catholic, sir. I'm not quite sure.
David, let go of the waiter. Okay? I'm sorry, he's a little upset.
Yeah, I see.
Maybe you could give us a few minutes. Look, let's change the subject. You said you had something you wanted to tell me.
No, it's not important now.
Oh, yeah, it's important. Come on, tell me.
No, really, it is not important.
Yeah, it is. Come on.
All right, fine. I was going to tell you that I'm in the CIA, and they're going to send me on a secret mission overseas, and I will probably never be back. And even if I do come back, they're going to give me a secret identity, and I'll never see you again.
What?
I said, I'm in the CIA, and don't make me repeat all that.
Wait a minute. After all this, you were going to blow me off too. You were going to give me the big kiss off too.
No, it's not a kiss off. It's just that I have the CIA thing, and I won't be back.
That's the biggest bullshit line of all time. Oh no, what am I going to do? I did it with a secret agent. Bull. You were going to give me the big kiss off all along.
Look, sister, not a kiss off. It was just a way of, well, you know. Hey, wait a minute. You said kiss off too. You mean that?
Now, wait, don't get hysterical again.
You mean that was a lie you told me about being a nun? You saw what it did to me. You're just gonna let me stew?
Look who's talking, James Bond. At least my story was more original.
Oh, so you admit it was a story?
Of course it was a story.
Oh my God. That was the best bullshit story I've ever heard.
You're not mad?
Yeah, I'm pissed as hell. But I'm so relieved. I can't be mad. I mean, you're a woman, a regular old woman. I knew no nun could have done that leg thing. Did you hear that? She's a woman. I did it with a woman.
I knew you had it in you.
Can you order now?
Sure.
Okay, everybody, let's put your hands together for Phil Stoneburner.
Hello, everybody. My name is Phil, and I'm an alcoholic. Wait a minute. That's Monday night. Oh, you'll have to forgive me. Sometimes I let my mind wander. It just doesn't come back. But it's okay, because that happens. I just go in my own little world, and at least everybody there knows me. I just found out the other day that I'm old. Two things to let me know. First, I went to my doctor. He did my physical, and I went in to see him, and he said, well, Phil, You got all your test results, and you're in great shape, and you look good for somebody 85. I said, well, I'm only 65. He said, well, in that case, you look like shit. The other thing that clued me into being old was I can't contact anybody on Facebook anymore. I have to use a Ouija board. Then I find out, like my wife, she says silly things to me now. She says stuff like, you need to act your age. Never been this age before. I don't know how to act. Then she said, well, at least you're making decisions with your big head now. Whatever that means. And I found out that people will lie to you when you get older. Like, I went to the high school reunion. Everybody said, well, Phil, you haven't changed a bit. I said, really? I looked like this in high school. No wonder I couldn't get a date to the prom. And they say other things like, well, meet Sally over here. She's 80 years young. 80 years young. Oh, maybe I should have asked her to the prom. But anyway, we worry, old people that is, about a few things. First and foremost is finances. So my wife and I sat down with a financial planner. And he says, well, you need about $1 million to retire. Well, I was about 999,000 short. So my wife said, well, honey, you know you need to go get a job. I said, well, you know, I got that adult ADD, and I don't know if I can get a job. She says, no, you don't. You got LAZYASS. Now get out and get a damn job. I said, well, okay. I'm thinking about it. Who hires old farts? Well, Walmart. You know, maybe I could be a greeter or something, you know. So I go on over to the Walmart and they give me an application. I'm filling out the application. I got, you know, the first couple right, my name and my address. Then I got down to this part that said, who do we contact in case of a medical emergency? I said, well, I hope it's somebody medical. You know, who are you going to do? Get a greeter? So anyway, I handed in my application, and they called me in for an interview, and I went in and talked to the manager. He said, well, Phil, let me tell you. We're going to pay you minimum wage. We're only going to work you 25, 30 hours a week. You'll never get a raise. He said, but we got benefits. I said, really? I've never heard this described as benefits before, but he said, well, sure. Everybody knows you work for Walmart. You qualify for Medicaid and food stamps. Okay. Didn't want any part of that, so I decided to go to the Publix. You know, they hire old farts too. But this time, before I go to the process of filling out the application, I thought I'd look around, see what kind of job I might want with them. So I go in the store and walk around, and I look at all these people at the meat counter, the deli, the seafood department, and they all got these hairnets on. Look like Ruth Buzzy, you know. I'm wondering, give them a damn purse to smack people with or whatever. I can't do that. So then I start walking around and look at the stock boys. That could be something. But then it came. The silent killers. I know y'all have seen them. Those people in those electric carts. They're running around they're bumping into the damn aisles and over the stock boys. Man, you know, they don't even check a driver's license before you get on one of those. They didn't do a vision test. So I said, no, I'm not going to go over there and get where I'm all gimped up. So then I start looking around and I see the bad boys. And I see this one old lady, probably 80. I'm like, maybe I could be a bad boy. So all of a sudden I see this guy coming through the line. And he's got all the heaviest shit in the world. I mean, he's got 60-pound bags of dog food. He's got water bottles. He's got Gatorade cases and all that. And he pays for it. Now this old bad boy says, sir, can I help you out? Well, sure. So here they go. This thick guy, he's on his telephone the whole time. Now here comes the bad boy. And he's pushing this cart along, you know. Finally gets out there in the parking lot. The fit guy, he just opens up the back of his SUV. He's still talking on his phone. The old guy's like, hang on. So anyway, he starts unloading everything. Now he's got his inhaler. Finally gets the guy all loaded up. And the guy leaves and goodbye. Then I see him just standing there, looking all around. And finally dawned on me, he forgot where he worked. So I thought right away, I'll go inside and tell him I want the job that gets all the old guys out of the parking lot and back to the store. Well, anyway, I didn't get a job there. But I had a friend of mine that was going to go visit his dad at the Alzheimer's clinic. And I got to thinking, you know, I could start a high-stakes poker game here. And I did. I'm making a couple grand a week now. The next thing that we worry about is our health. And we got to. I mean, getting old's not for sissies. I mean, the first thing you get is the aids. What do you do? I mean, you get hearing aids, you get band aids, sexual aid, walking aids. So, my accountant told me that if I got some of those aids, that they could be charged off on my taxes as repairs. So, first thing I decided to get, because T-Bone's always complaining to me that I can't hear, so I went and got some hearing aids. And I put them in, I came over here and I said, hey, T-Bone, I got some hearing aids, and I can hear a pin drop now. He said, really? What kind is it? I said, I think it's about 7:15. So then I go to this other doctor and I said, well, I want to try out, you know, some of that Viagra. And he said, no problem, Phil. And he wrote me a prescription for 6 of them. And I was so excited, and now I got a year's supply. Now I went running home to my wife. Look here. So she's all ready, and I'm all ready. I sit there and I pop one of them down. I'll be damned if it didn't get stuck in my throat. I had a stiff neck, and it did last longer than 4 days. Now, the next thing I wasn't too keen on, they suggested me getting one of those colonoscopies. It reminded me of something I had a long time ago that was not pleasant. That was the circumcision. They gave me that when I was 2 days old. I couldn't walk for almost a year. That's how bad that. But anyway, talking about butts. I guess I was. How nice to be butt, yeah. I need y'all's help because I seem to have lost my butt. I don't know what happened to it. They tell me when you get old, you just lose it. Now I just got this hole in my back. And, you know, I got my dog and all his buddies out there sniffing for it. Haven't found it yet. Speaking of dogs, I got a great dog. I mean, I've had this dog for like 5 years. He'll do anything for me except teach me that trick about lifting. And, you know, he's not too bad, except he does that licking and he puts skid marks on my carpet. Stupid stuff. But anyway, my wife decided she wanted to get a cat. All right. Well, the next thing I know, she comes in and she says, "You need to come here." I said, "What?" "Look at this dog. He's getting in that cat box and eating the cat turds." Man, that is kind of gross. And my next thought was, well, hell, maybe we should get some more cats. We could make some doggy treats. I can make money that way. So I run down to my veterinarian and I said, what in the hell am I going to do with this dog? It just, you know, he keeps eating these things out of the, you know, little eclairs out of the sandbox. And he said, well, what you need to do is find something that doesn't taste good and spray it on it. Really? And the next thing we worry about is our safety. Yeah, you get old, you kind of hope you can depend on the police department or something. I found out the other day you really can't. I was looking out my window and saw a couple of people breaking into my shed. So I called the police department. I said, "Excuse me, I got a couple of people that are breaking into my shed. I'd like you to send somebody over." So, well, we really don't have anybody available at this time. Oh, okay, so I waited about 30 seconds. Then I called him back. I said, "This is a guy that just called you about people breaking in my shed. And I just wanted to know you don't have to hurry, because I shot him." Oh, shit. Next thing I know, there's a SWAT team there, there's helicopters, several cop cars. They got him. The cop came up to me and he says, "I thought you said you shot him." I said, "Well, I thought you said there was nobody available." Old people sometimes come up with good solutions. I'll give you a solution for one other thing. Off track. Does anybody know any hoarders? No, nobody knows. Well, if you ever happen to know a hoarder, all you have to do is turn them into a crackhead. Then they'll sell all their shit. Now, I guess the last thing that old people worry about is dying. I want to go out like my grandfather did, in his sleep. Not like all those other people in the car that were screaming their ass off. So, anyway.
That's wrong on so many levels.
So I go to the funeral home, and this guy, he's a hell of a salesman. You know, he's like, well, we got a $5,000 package, and we got a $10,000 package. I said, okay, what's the difference? He said, well, on a $10,000 package, it's 4 inches wider, so you'll be more comfortable. Okay. And he says it has a 10-year warranty instead of a 5-year warranty. They really do this. They sell a warranty against leakage and other things. Okay, and he says, You also get a great view. We put you right there in the cemetery overlooking the lake and the trees. So really, do you give me a periscope with this or what? Well, anyway, I go home and I'm sitting there reflecting on all this. And I told my wife finally, I said, you know, when my time comes, I don't want to be dependent on any machines and those liquids. She said, okay. Came over and unplugged my TV set and took away my beer. Anyway, y'all been great. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to keep things going with another sketch. This one is from a few years back. This one is called Blinky Blinky.
Can of chew? Oh, stinky, stinky! I know it's a bad habit, but someone's got to do it. I just need to get my fix of nicotine, you know what I'm saying? Ah, fixie wixie! Hey, I think you scanned that twice. It went blinky blinky! Yeah, but I only want one can. Blinky blinky? Yeah, I'm only paying for one, right? Righty righty. Okay. Hey, you scan the chew again. Blinky blinky! Alright, you keep scanning the chew. Is there anything else you need, Edie? No, just the chew. How about a Twinkie Dinky? No. How about a Winky Dinky? No. How about an MCGCD? Oh. Okay. It's a freebie divvy. Let's go. You scan the chew again. Blinky blinky. Alright. How much is the blinking bill? That will be 1,256.60. How long have you been blinking, boy? Oh, since I was a winky dinky. Winky dinky, blinky blinky. I only wanted one can of chew.
Excuse me, sir. Is there a problem here?
I came in here for a can of chew. And this guy, he just keeps scanning it.
Tell me exactly what happened.
I don't know. What happened? Came in here for a fixie wixie of stinky stinky. I offered him a winky dinky and a twinky winky, and even offered him a free MCGCD.
Is this true?
Yeah, it's true. It is true, yes. But he blinky dink stinky, the stinky stinky about 80 times, damn it. Blinky blinky.
Here, let me try that.
You can try anyway.
Hey, that's fun. You got more?
You mind if I try that?
No, but sure, go ahead.
That is fun. Hey, give me some more stuff. Try it, I gotta get me one of these. It's better than my GameCube. Okay, sir, your grand total is $10,168.76. What the hell? You better pity witty, or I'll call the Topsy Wopsy. Good night.
There you go, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight to the comedy workshop. It's been a real pleasure over the last 6, I don't know how many weeks, it seems like a year, 8 weeks that we've been doing this. You know, I own this place, and as a black man owning a coffee shop, I'm kind of like into oxymorons. Remember we were talking about the ones that got to sink in for a minute? Yeah, that's one of those. You know, like jumbo shrimp. It's a little big. All the guys like that. Oh, it's a little big. Or a little pregnant. We don't like that one. Or military intelligence. Equal opportunity. See, that's that. Remember that awkward laugh I was saying? Happily married. Yeah, wow. Wow. Well, you know, I love marriage, don't get me wrong, and my wife is here, that's why I'm saying that. No, but really, imagine a bunch of guys sitting around the table going, okay guys, here's the deal. We're gonna find a girl, we're gonna fall in love, we're gonna buy her a very expensive ring, we're gonna marry her, have a bunch of kids, and not ever have sex with any other woman, ever. Really? Nah, not me too. But, you know, a woman must have thought of that. A guy wouldn't have thought of that. I don't think, right? Anyway, I sit around here. I got a lot of time on my hands. We're new, so we're just waiting for the people to come. And, you know, I just smoke a little bit. And I think about shit. Literally. It's like, why does some shit float and some shit sink to the bottom of the toilet? It's some heavy shit. You know what I'm saying? Throw some shit against the wall. I mean, who's throwing shit on your wall? Well, anyway, then I go. What would have happened if the South would have won the Civil War? You think we'd all be related? Can you imagine on the back of my caddy, I got a Confederate flag? That shit's high. Uncomfortable laughter. And the most beautiful part probably is that we still have slavery. Working at Walmart. But listen, think about it though. There'll be a whole lot less black men unemployed. All right. So the slave owner comes up to the slave and says, Cleotis, you're free. And Cleotis says, what? Oh, master, you just charged me like you're paying too much. I said, no, Cleotis, you're free. And Cleotis says, oh, okay. Starts walking. He says, shit, what the fuck am I going to do now? Rocky Top, what's up?
Not much. Come on, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just want to get some coffee.
All right. It is a coffee shop, huh? That is cool. I planned this, by the way. It's
a good prop. Right.
I said, Rocky at about 10:20. Walk in with the apron and tell me you work for me.
What not to wear.
Yeah, what not to wear. To the prom. So where was I? Oh yeah, so you know, marriage.
That's easy, don't do it.
I know, Rocky. You warned me last time and I did it anyway. I'm gonna do it again.
This time.
I know, I'm gonna do it again. So you know how?
They say I do, they don't.
Yeah. See, we're a team. Rocky, you should come over here. If you guys don't know, Rocky owns Heaven Ham over there down the road. He's got some really good food and stuff, and so y'all go and check him out sometime.
Yeah. We sell a holiday ham for Easter.
He drinks a lot of coffee. See, I got free refills. See, he's Jewish.
Yeah, but only on my mother's side.
Okay, your mother's side. The little penis side. Anyway,
You said peanut or peanuts?
Peanuts,
okay,
Rocky, peanuts. A little peanuts. Anyway, so, you know, you're married for a while, right?
If you're lucky.
If you're lucky.
Thank you guys.
And,
Nice seeing you. Sorry to interrupt you guys.
no, thanks for the comic relief.
Get a shave his legs.
Yeah. Yeah, shave is, yeah, we won't get into that. Leave that one alone, that's my boy. Anyway, so you know how after a while, the luster kind of wears off. You know, you were like every day for a while, and then it turns into like every week, once a week, you know. So you go to therapy and they say, well, you know, you gotta do certain things to kind of rekindle the spark. So I'm in the den and I'm watching pornography. And the little laugher. And I hear this noise, right? Just, wah, wah. I thought it was like race cars in the house or something. It's crazy. So I'm creeping out. I was like, I don't know what it is. So I walk out and I go over and I hear it's coming out of the bedroom. Like, what in the hell is that? So I creep over and I open up the door and slowly, and it's like lights everywhere. Wah, 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 wow, wah, yow, wah. I was like, oh my God, what are you doing in there? So I run and get my camera. We're gonna make some money with this thing. And come back and she was saying like, I was like, damn, baby. She was like, damn you, I was almost there. That's an oxymoron too, right? I was almost there. It's like, you were almost there with all that? Holy shit, no wonder we're not sleeping together anymore. I can't do nothing for you. I think to myself, and I said it out loud like my dumb ass does all the time. I said, well, maybe your vagina's dead. And she said, well, then why don't you give it mouth-to-mouth resuscitation? Anyway, you know, I got my man Rush is here. Rush, you gonna do a little bit for the people tonight? You're not doing anything tonight?
No, I'm leaving tomorrow morning.
Where, you going to New York?
Yeah.
Shit. Can you take me with you?
Sure.
Stow away? I could be a bad boy. You know, slavery still it. I'm just carrying shit.
Nah, they stole my lesson.
Anyway, so, you know, people lie, right? You know this, right? People lie.
Mm-hmm.
You ever seen that butt ugly baby in the carriage? Everybody's going, oh, he's so cute. And I look at him, and they look at the parents and go, oh, you could have been a pretty baby if you tried. Anyway, I don't know where that came from. How do you make a duck into a soul singer? I haven't told a joke yet.
That's how they got a good dumping.
What you do is you stick them in the microwave and turn it up high until his bill withers. Let's see. I tell you what I am tired of, though. I am tired of everything black being bad. You got black cats. You got black magic. You got Black Monday. You know, Barack Obama. Tired of it, man. Imagine Imagine Barack Obama though, because he's like half white. The white dude don't get no credit.
Wait a minute, Russ.
Open the door, let out. Get out of here.
Throw that one out.
Yeah, get that out of here. I could do this. Have a prayer for this day.
If I die and go to heaven, all them assholes I hate gonna be there.
Yep.
Stole on stage. Anyway, so I don't know a lot, but I do know one thing. Oral sex will make your whole day. Anal sex will make your whole week. Anyway, that's enough for me. Thank you guys for coming out. Thank all you guys for coming every week and turning me into a comedian and sell coffee. Jen, Steve, thank you.
Call everybody up. Eric Dunn. Ken Shields. Molly Morgan. Tina Lowe. Bill Stoneborder. I'm Jan Day, and this is Steve Bravo. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Have a great night. Thank you for coming.
Hey, listen, we're going to take a couple weeks off. We will be doing stand-up for the next couple of weeks, so if you know anybody, amateur or otherwise, that wants to come out. And then we're doing another workshop, so if you got some people you know that are funny and you think that could benefit from being in a workshop, have them contact the shop, have them contact Steve or Jan, and we'll do it again. It was a lot of fun. Thanks.
Okay,
Good job.
Hey, Russ, what are you putting back on the shelf? Huh? Oh, really? I want to get a host in. That's nice. Call me, let me know if you'll be around.
Yeah.
Because I love for you, like everything nice in the last couple. Next couple.
Maybe one after that.
Yeah, maybe you
Some
get
addition or
an addition to the big part or something.
You never know. I don't want to say yes. But
Yeah,
I'm
you're
good out
a big
there.
hand catchy for as long as you
Yeah, I can get the one.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna be
You can use the other one, man.
I'm gonna be at the stage.
They're both. Oh, yeah. Wait.
You know, by the way, on the 24th.
You're doing it for statute?
Yeah, and you don't have to pay. That's all. Let's use that. Go to your.
Unless you want to dinner beforehand.
Yeah. That's a regular show.
She said, freeze me.
Yeah, that's good.
But, yeah, so if you want to come.
Yeah, I want to come.
Just call them.